Hello, you are watching MMA Fight Universe channel. Subscribe to the channel to follow all the important news of the fighting world. In the realm of MMA, there haven't been too many noteworthy events lately, as the spotlight has predominantly shifted towards boxing. In today's video, we will have Francis Ngannou is unhappy with the announcement of the Tyson Fury Alexander Usyk fight. Dana White strongly criticized Showtime Boxing. Islam Makhachev's manager criticized the UFC's pound-for-pound rankings. Conor McGregor gave a fresh interview. Khamzat Chimaev once again reminded everyone his ambitions. Jon Jones' brother has been arrested and teeth are flying in bare-knuckle fights. Let's go! On Friday, Tyson Fury took to Instagram to reveal that a fight agreement has been officially inked for a heavyweight title unification match against Usyk. ESPN initially broke the news, tentatively scheduling the bout for either December 23rd or sometime in January. This development finally brings an end to the prolonged period of negotiations between the undefeated boxing sensations who have, on multiple occasions, accused each other of stalling the agreement process. The highly anticipated clash is set to take place in Saudi Arabia, with Fury scheduled for another bout on October 28 against former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou in a non-title contest in Riyadh. It's worth noting that any injuries Fury might sustain in the Ngannou fight could potentially impact the date of his bout against Usyk. The showdown between Fury and Usyk will determine the undisputed heavyweight champion of the boxing world, a title Fury previously held in 2015 after defeating Vladimir Klitschko. He relinquished his title in 2016 due to mental health issues and an anti-doping investigation, which resulted in a 2-year suspension from competition. Fury later reclaimed the WBC belt by defeating Deontay Wilder. Usyk, on the other hand, secured the WBA, IBF, and WBO heavyweight titles with a unanimous decision victory over Anthony Joshua in September 2021. He followed this up with a split decision win in an immediate rematch against Joshua, and in August, he defended his titles by knocking out mandatory challenger Daniel Dubois in the 9th round. As expected, Francis Ngannou sent a clear message to his fans, emphasizing that Tyson is making a grave error by underestimating him. Here's what the Predator had to share. What are your thoughts on Tyson potentially stepping into the ring less than 3 months after his bout with Ngannou? Share your opinions in the comments. The Ngannou-Fury news are not done. Approaching the date of the fight, Ngannou is posting more and more videos of his training camp. Francis made a notable appearance alongside his trainer, the legendary boxer Mike Tyson, last Tuesday in Las Vegas. They conducted an open workout in the ring with assistant trainer Dewey Cooper watching the process. The Fury family's response didn't keep us waiting.
Just seen Francis Ngannou and Mike Tyson and that so-called trainer that's got the pads on, in the open workout. I hope he's kidding along and he's playing possum here. I hope that's a joke and intended to be a laugh, because if it's not, he ain't got a prayer, he ain't got a cat and nose chance. He won't get out the first round, it's probably going to be Tyson's quickest knockout. But you know what, it's got to be kidology, that. It's got to be fun and games, because if that's what he's got, well, God help him, he'll get smashed to bits. That's all I'm saying, mate. That's embarrassing. If that's what he can do on a public workout, don't bother doing a public workout. It's a disgrace.
UFC CEO Dana White initially responded with a lighthearted touch when he heard about the troubles facing Showtime Boxing. However, his demeanor shifted swiftly when the conversation turned to Stephen Espinoza, the executive who led the department now incorporated into the streaming service Paramount+. White couldn't help but make fun of Espinoza and then proceeded to express his genuine frustrations with the executive, whom he had clashed with repeatedly during the promotion of the Floyd Mayweather vs. Conor McGregor money fight.
And it's about time that shitty product is off the air.
You're sad to see it go, actually. It does feel then that there might be a gap in the market in boxing, and
What's that?
It sounds like there could be a gap in the market then for boxing, and maybe if some companies have just formed a new company, there could be a big juggernaut that could start a new boxing promotion or boxing show.
You never know. Sounds good to me.
The future of Showtime Boxing and Bellator MMA remains uncertain within the business landscape. Several fighters have confirmed that Bellator MMA is facing potential closure or acquisition by rival promoter PFL. UFC CEO Dana White's response to this situation was prompted by a message from a user named Ruff, who reported on Tuesday that Showtime Boxing, after 37 years in the sport, would no longer broadcast boxing events starting in 2024. A Showtime representative acknowledged the message and White's reaction to the news, but did not immediately respond to a request for comment from MMA Fighting. White's relationship with Stephen Espinoza soured during the promotion of the money fight and disputes over reported box office success. White strongly contested Espinoza's ranking of the 2017 boxing match as the second highest domestic pay-per-view buy behind Mayweather's Fight of the Century. White asserted it has the highest grossing pay-per-view event of all time, garnering close to 7 million international buys. Subsequently, White has seized multiple opportunities to directly criticize Espinoza, alleging that Showtime was deteriorating under his leadership. McGregor also clashed with Espinoza during the Money Fight promotion, labeling him a weasel and accusing him of causing audio problems during a press tour for the event. White's dissatisfaction with Showtime extends beyond Espinoza. He previously clashed with the channel's former head, Ken Hirschman, regarding the operations of the now-defunct Strikeforce, which is currently led by Bellator president Scott Coker. The UFC's acquisition of Strikeforce triggered an FTC investigation into its business practices, although the investigation concluded without any adverse actions taken against the UFC. Concluding with Dana White, the CEO of the UFC, he shared a before and after image of his impressive body transformation. It appears that his personal trainer Gary Brecka provides a program that can help individuals achieve a superhuman physique, although it might not be affordable for everyone. Nevertheless, White seems more than willing to invest the necessary funds in pursuit of such a transformation. Nevertheless, one can only speculate. There might be another undisclosed reason behind Dana's significant improvement in appearance. Perhaps it's time for Dana to consider becoming part of the USADA testing pool. Ali Abdelaziz has criticized the UFC's pound-for-pound rankings due to the placement of Islam Makhachev. Currently, the rankings list Jon Jones as number 1, Volkanovski at number 2, and lightweight champion Islam Makhachev at number 3. This positioning has left Makhachev's manager Ali Abdelaziz unhappy. Should Makhachev manage to defeat Charles Oliveira for the second time, there's a strong possibility that he could surpass Jon Jones in the rankings. Even if that doesn't happen, fans and experts continue to speculate about a potential rematch between the two champions in the future. Regardless of the outcome, it's evident that Islam is determined to climb to the top spot, a position once held by his close friend Khabib Nurmagomedov. Despite Conor McGregor's strong determination to make a comeback this year after recovering from his broken leg sustained in the July 2021 trilogy match against Dustin Poirier, there are some hurdles. McGregor had previously withdrawn from the USADA testing pool, a move that requires him to undergo 6 months of testing before his return to competition. As of the current moment, Conor McGregor has not re-entered the USADA testing pool, yet he still holds on to the hope of fighting later this year.
Is Michael still the opponent? Is it still Michael Chandler?
Yes.
Still Michael. And then Gaethje.
Chandler, sit there and wait and shut your mouth, yeah? The Maccabee and son.
However, it appears highly improbable that McGregor will be part of UFC 296. UFC CEO Dana White has already confirmed that the main event will feature Leon Edwards, defending his welterweight title against Colby Covington, with the co-main event featuring Alexander Pantoja defending his flyweight title against Brandon Royval. Consequently, there doesn't seem to be a spot for McGregor on this particular card. Chandler Jones, the NFL standout and younger sibling of UFC heavyweight champion Jon Jones, has been let go by the Las Vegas Raiders in the wake of his recent arrest. Late Thursday night, Chandler found himself in custody at the Clark County Detention Center, where he currently remains incarcerated as reported by TMZ Sports. The specifics of his arrest remain unclear, but there are indications that it may be related to a violation of a pre-existing protective order. This development closely follows a concerning social media post by Chandler Jones, where he appeared to be emotionally distressed while discussing Josh McDaniels and Aaron Hernandez.
Wait, they don't know what happened with Aaron Hernandez and Josh McDaniels? Y'all thought Chico killed himself in jail? Y'all thought my nigga Chico killed himself in jail? Oh.
UFC sensation Khamzat Chimaev appears to have his immediate future mapped out. While he is presently locked in to face Paulo Costa at UFC 294, the UAE's newly naturalized citizen is not just stopping at his upcoming opponent, he's setting his sights on loftier aspirations. With Sean Strickland currently lacking a title fight opportunity after claiming the championship earlier this month, Chimaev sees an opportunity to seize the vacant spot to become the first contender for the new title holder. Given his confidence in an easy victory over Paulo Costa, the 29-year-old fighter is making strategic plans for the future.
Now it's my time. So, smash that guy. Doesn't matter if we beat it easy or Strickland or somebody else. We're coming for them.
Even the formidable Shaquille O'Neal proved no match for Zhang Weili. Currently holding the top position in the MMA fighting global rankings as the pound-for-pound leading female fighter worldwide, Zhang has always been recognized as one of the most physically dominant figures in the 115-pound division. Recently, she had an enjoyable encounter with Basketball Hall of Famer Shaq at a gym, during which the sports legend asked her to demonstrate her skills. Zhang graciously accepted and left a lasting impression by nearly staggering Shaq with a powerful body punch and then effortlessly hoisting the 7'1" sports icon with a single-leg takedown. Zhang shared the entire encounter on her Instagram, where Shaq even praised her exceptional punch. The wholesome moments with MMA fighters did not stop there. The Pereira family is a professional when it comes to playing pranks. Shortly after Alex Pereira's son successfully played a trick on their father and lived to tell the tale, the former UFC middleweight champion decided to pay it forward by pulling a prank on his longtime friend and coach, Glover Teixeira. In a video shared on Instagram last Friday, Pereira can be seen deceiving Teixeira into thinking that a napkin at a sushi restaurant is a unique and exotic dish. MMA remains one of the most unforgiving and demanding sports, as the following incident has once again highlighted. During Friday's bout, which featured Weili in a featherweight showdown against James Hendon as the main event of Cage Warriors 160 held at the BEC Arena in Manchester, England, things took a grim turn. Weili, who had been largely dominated throughout the match, suffered a severe injury when he fractured his arm upon hitting the mat while being slammed by Hendon during a takedown. Despite coming into the fight with a 4-2 record in the Cage Warriors cage, boasting all victories by knockout, Weili struggled to find his rhythm against Hendon. Hendon employed a stifling strategy, utilizing takedowns and superior grappling skills, and came close to securing an arm triangle choke in the second round. As the third round began, Hendon executed another takedown, and during the takedown, Weili extended his arm, resulting in a gruesome break that led to an immediate tap-out. And at the end of the video, here are some memorable and interesting moments from the unknown promotions. The fighter's actions continued even after an unmistakable tap-out. Upon initial observation, it appeared that Jefferson Araujo had tapped out due to an injury, but then he swiftly rebounded and launched an attempt to take down a bewildered Sebastian Fernandez. This left room for speculation that perhaps it was a deliberate fake tap, though the clarity of the tap and Araujo's body language made it difficult to discern his true intentions. It raises the question, was he as perplexed as everyone else? The uploader at Ngannou 710 offered a theory that the referee might have mistakenly believed it was Fernandez who tapped, especially since Fernandez had initially been defending against a submission attempt before appearing to counter with the Bon Flu choke. Jay Patry of Sherdog pondered whether Araujo might have momentarily lost consciousness due to the choke, instinctively tapped, and then had a reset of sorts, as if nothing had occurred. During Pancrase 337 in Tokyo, Suguru Ni pulled off an unconventional move by utilizing a leg scissors to render Shinsuke Kame unconscious, ultimately securing the vacant featherweight title. It's not a finishing technique you come across very often. Cody Steele is primarily recognized for his mastery of jiu-jitsu, but whenever he steps into the realm of MMA, he consistently showcases his striking prowess. In his most recent bout this past Sunday, he demolished Nico Echeverry with a precise knee strike to the midsection, extending his record to 5-0, with his last two victories achieved through knockout. What do you think? Will we see Cody in the UFC? Britain Hart continues to be the undisputed champion of bare-knuckle fighting. On Friday night at the Salem Civic Center in Salem, Virginia, Hart successfully defended her strawweight title by securing a unanimous decision victory over Melanie Shah. Shah, who had only participated in 2 previous BKFC fights, before earning this title opportunity, displayed remarkable resilience, enduring relentless punishment from the champion throughout most of the contest. The pinnacle of the match arrived in the final round when Hart unleashed a relentless flurry of punches in her pursuit of a finish, even causing one of Shah's teeth to go airborne. Despite this onslaught, Shah managed to survive, but ended up losing every round according to the judges' scorecards. That was it for this week. Thank you for watching us. Subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss our weekly recaps.